Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to the Biafrans and good morning to the world. Here are the headlines for today's message. Trial of alleged terrorist negotiator Tuku Mamu start over witness absence. Witness will not show again. Witness have done collect money. In fact, witness is no more in Nigeria. If you and I can tell you, in the next sitting now, they will tell you there's no witness and they will discharge and acquit him. Terrorist negotiator. These same people are the ones who keep on going everywhere online where they posted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's issue and be commenting that he's a terrorist. He's a terrorist. Tuku Mamu, a terrorist negotiator. Sheikh Gumi, also a terrorist negotiator. All of them are working freely, even going with escorts. People who will go inside the desert, or rather inside the forest. They know where all the whole camps of the terrorists and go to negotiate with them. All the whole camps of Boko Haram, what they call him, Sheikh Gumi know them. Tuku Mamu know all of them. And this one is the one who negotiates for people they kidnapped to pay ransom. Now the trial is start because the absence of what they call witness. My brother, I can tell you for fear of charge, that witness can never show face again. But Nnamdi Kanu, who does nothing, is languishing in the SS dungeon. And they tell me that we have elders. Anyway, let us proceed. This one is going to shock your mind. Natasha, she called me hooligan. Senator Nweboyi opens up on clash with Obi Ezekwesili. Each time you go to the Senate or House of Rep members, it is one Igbo fighting another Igbo. They always use them to do the dirty job. Imagine Nweboyi, a very small boy, calling out Obi Ezekwesili a hooligan because they try to settle the issue between Natasha and Devil's Well Akpabio. Ebos fighting Ebos. An Igbo will raise a motion or a bill at the National Assembly. Another Igbo will counter it. But have you ever seen where Northerners are fighting their own self? The division of the so-called the South are the reason why not we still ride over them at all ramifications. Anyway, what do I know? Am I speaking on their behalf? I'm not their spokesperson. After I'm not speaking for the zoo. I'm only here to give you this message. To let you know that if I keep shouting that I am a Wibonemo wine, it seems like I don't know what I'm talking about. Go and see what Felicity Moka is doing. Felicity Moka, go and see what he's doing. Felicity Moka is from Delta State. Felice Afebua from Delta State. All these people are all from Delta State. What do they call it? Sorry, not Felice, Kasim Afebua. Festus Akpamu, also Delta State. All of them are Delta Igbos. They are the ones that are being used against P2B. FFK, a Yoruba man, but married an Igbo woman. In other words, it's our in-laws. All of them are being used against P2B. Igbos against Igbos. That is what go on. Regretted during the time of Biafra War. Boko Haram don't attack 2 military bases in Borno, yet there's no state of emergency. But Tinubu is very rushed because he have already lost the north already, so he don't even care what is happening there. That is the simple truth. Tinubu have already lost the north. So now he wants a coalition either by crook or by hook from the southwest, south, and the southeast to continue from where he stopped. No state of emergency. 2 military bases. This is let me say this is the 7th or 8th times this thing is happening. And this attack now, you can count how many dead bodies of the military. But don't able to say anything. He dare not say anything because they have turned against him. Hey, Nigeria deploys 171 troops to Sudan and South Sudan borders for UN peacekeeping. The answer is no. So that means these people know what they are doing. They are the one that is, in fact, Nigeria is a terrorist country. Let US and every other international bodies sanction this country called Nigeria. Or rather, let them put their name on a country of a Pacific or specific concern. How do they used to say it? Particular concern, yeah. Country of particular concern. They are killing their own people. Imagine the high insecurity we have in that zoo. Yet, they are sending 171 troops to South Sudan and the Sudan border at UN peacekeeping. Hey, but on this, the so-called Georgians, they don't even care. The only problem is the Ipob, Ebos, and Mazen Namdekan and Simon Ekpa. I beg, let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. The trial of Tuku Mamu, they self-acclaimed negotiator, not self-acclaimed though, people should stop that nonsense. They don't come around self-acclaimed. If not self-acclaimed, then why are they prosecuting him? Useless media house. He said the self-acclaimed negotiator accused of aiding terrorists was tried on Tuesday due to the absence of prosecution witness in court. Mamu, who was arraigned on a 10-count terrorism charge, was set to appear before Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court in Abuja. However, the prosecution lawyer David Casway informed the court that their next witness had unexpectedly pulled out, citing an inability to travel to Abuja. Another witness was also unavailable due to the absence of the exhibit keeper. Faced with these setbacks, the prosecution requested an adjournment, which the defense team, led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Johnson Usman, did not oppose. However, Usman raised fresh concerns over Mamu's treatment in detention. According to Usman, his client has been denied access to prayer as a Muslim and has also been prevented from seeing his relatives, despite a court order allowing visitations. Additionally, he alleged that the Department of State Service DSS refused to permit Mamu's family to bring him a prescribed BP digital kit for monitoring his health, despite a court order allowing him access to a doctor of his choice. Justice Ekwo directed both parties to resolve these issues and report back within 7 days. The case has now been adjourned until May 6, 7, and 8 for further proceedings. Mamu, a Kaduna-based Islamic scholar, is accused of collecting ransom payments in various currencies on behalf of the Boko Haram terrorist group from families of victims of the Abuja-Kaduna train attack. The federal government alleges that he received over $420,000 and 21 million naira from the families of hostages and concealed the proceeds in his Kaduna residence. He is also accused of exchanging communications with a non-Boko Haram spokesperson. The prosecution insists that Mamu's actions violate the Terrorism Prevention Prohibition Act of 2022. However, the defendant has denied all allegations. This one is, they will free him tomorrow or next tomorrow. The lawyer representing Ebonyi North Senatorial District, Senator Onyekachi Nwebonyi, has spoken about his verbal clash with the former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili. Daily Post earlier reported that the duo clashed on Tuesday during the Ethics Committee hearing on sexual harassment allegations involving the suspended senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti-Oduahan, and the President of the Senate, Devoswell Akpabio. During the altercation, as captured in a viral video, Senator Nwebonyi could be heard telling Dr. Ezekwesili, "You are an insult to womanhood. You are a disgrace to womanhood. People like you can never be here." Addressing the matter in an interview on Channels Television, Senator Nwebonyi said he was angered by Dr. Ezekwesili's comment, in which he allegedly called him a hooligan. According to the lawmaker, he stated when she was to take an oath because she claimed to be a witness, but she refused to be sworn in. I then said I was willing to take an oath so that I could give my own evidence. I was addressing the presiding officer, the chairman of the committee, when she turned to me and said, "Will you shut up your mouth?" A sitting senator in the Senate that I should shut up my mouth. I said, "No, ma. Withdraw that statement," but she repeated, "Will you shut up your mouth? You are a hooligan." I responded, "You are a hooligan." For a mother like you, a former minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to tell a senator to shut up his mouth and even call him a hooligan, then you are the hooligan. Okay, now, no problem. Boko Haram strikes 2 military bases in Borno. Let's see how many casualties. Boko Haram militants have launched attacks on 2 military formations in Borno State, targeting an army base in Wajiko, Dambuwa local government area, and another in Wogo, Gamburu, Ngala local government area of the state. During the attacks, troops were dislodged, and unconfirmed reports suggest some terrorists were killed in the clashes, reports Vanguard. In a related development, at least 2 soldiers were feared dead and others sustained injuries when a convoy, including the newly deployed brigade commander of Operation Hadinkai, struck landmines along the Dambuwa Biu Road. The commander was reportedly among the wounded. This renewed wave of attacks comes as authorities plan to reopen the 185-kilometer Maiduguri Dambuwa Biu Road, which has been closed for years due to insecurity. Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume, representing Borno South, expressed deep concern over the escalating Boko Haram attacks in his constituency. He urged the federal government to deploy advanced technology, including drones, to combat insurgency effectively. He also called on Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to train, equip, arm, and motivate security forces to address terrorism, kidnapping, and banditry in his constituency. Senator Ndume further highlighted the worsening security situation along the Maiduguri, Damaturu, Buni, Yadi, Biu Road, where kidnappings have increased. Among those abducted is a Professor Abubakar Ejuma, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology at the Nigerian Army University, Biu, who remains in Boko Haram captivity. He lamented the continued attack on communities such as Woza, Asikara, Uba, Chibok, Dambuwa, Biu, and Howell, warning that without decisive action, these assailants will persist. No official statement has been issued on the matter at a press time. Last but not the least, ZOO deploys 171 troops to South Sudan borders for United Nations peacekeeping. The Nigerian Army has deployed over 171 troops to Abyei, a contested region on the border between Sudan and Southern Sudan, for a United Nations peacekeeping mission. At the graduation ceremony for the Nigerian contingent, 3 of the United Nations Interim Security Forces for Abyei, held at the Martin Luther Agwai International Leadership and Peacekeeping Center in Kaduna, Chief of Operations, Major General Boniface St. James, emphasized the significance of their mission. He noted that the United Nations peacekeeping is not just about military presence, but also about promoting peace, diplomacy, and humanitarian efforts. Nigeria has a long history of contributing to peacekeeping operations across Africa and beyond, playing key roles in restoring stability in conflict zones. St. James acknowledged that the fragile security situation in Abyei, marked by intercommunal conflicts, armed clashes, and humanitarian crises, he urged the troops to remain disciplined, impartial, and respectful of human dignity throughout their mission. Highlighting the United Nations zero-tolerance policy on sexual exploitation and abuse, he warned that any violation would lead to a severe disciplinary action. He also encouraged the troops to work as a team, stay vigilant, and uphold Nigeria's reputation on peacekeeping operations. The commandant of the Peacekeeping Center, Major General Ademola Adedoja, praised the new batch of peacekeepers, stating that they are part of a long legacy of Nigerian troops contributing to global peace and security since its establishment. The center has trained over 100,000 peacekeepers who have survived in Liberia, Darfur, Sierra Leone, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, and Abyei. The training for the Abyei band troops included medical screening, United Nations peacekeeping principles, rules of engagement, international laws, and specialized combat, medic, and armored vehicle operations. Experts from the German Training Advisory Group and Nigeria Army School of Infantry provided hands-on training to prepare them for real-life scenarios. Major General Adedoja expressed gratitude to the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, for his leadership and commitment to enhancing Nigeria's peacekeeping training programs. He assured that the troops are well equipped to carry out their mandate effectively and represent Nigeria with honor. This latest deployment reinforces Nigeria's strong commitment to international peace and stability, with the troops set to make a meaningful impact in Abyei. So, my people, this is another headline that we have tweeted this morning. I'm very sure I'm able to convince you, but not to confuse you, that Igbo and Nigeria is a terrorist country, has been asserted by international communities. In fact, sanction is on the way coming. So like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. Don't forget our program of today by 8 p.m. And the title of the message will soon be open when we posted it online. So you got to know about it as we proceed. So have a nice day, my people. May the good Lord continue to bless us all. Que Messiano.